Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to Nautique Live here in Elk Grove, California, and of course, NautiqueYarns.com. We're really excited to have you join us. If you are new, we're super excited. A very passionate, open, fun group that's super interactive, and we can't wait to see projects you've made, comments you have, and all kinds of fun. So I'm really excited. We've got beautiful yarns to talk about today. And guess what? Today's the day. We are doing the grand prize drawing for May, and I'm super excited to see it. Tomorrow on live, you guys will get a look on the new June 2023 grand prize. That is pretty darn fantastic. Excited about that. It's really fun. I really like doing it monthly because I feel like we can do a bigger prize and we get to put a bunch of stuff in it. So I'm really excited about that. Sorry.
Oh, Karen is on. Karen, if you haven't already, check your text messages.
Please check your text messages, babe.
You're going to want to. It's a good thing.
Oh, goodness. So, oh my gosh. You guys know I have Everly yesterday. We had fun. We went to IKEA. She's gotten to the point, I think maybe her dad leaves her in the car, like if he runs into that drop off an Amazon package.
Oh, okay.
And so she's like, I dropped off an Amazon package and she wanted to stay in the car. And I was like, it's a little warm. So I put on pet mode.
That is the great option.
My owner will be right back. It's 74 degrees in it. So I took a picture and sent it to my son. I mean, it was just funny. But we did go to IKEA, or Everly and I went to IKEA. And let me say, she wasn't in the cart. That is a kiss of death with a toddler. She was so excited to check out all the houses, as she calls them. She walks into a bedroom, literally kicks off her Crocs, and tries to climb into the bed. And I was like, we're not climbing on furniture today, sister. But, oh my gosh, she was in heaven.
How are you going to test out if you want it to be your new bed if you don't climb into it?
It's not the mattress section. It's the rooms.
I know.
Everything. She's like, oh, we need that. And she kept saying, how exciting, And so I told my son, and she's like, oh my gosh, the last time we took her, worst day ever. Because, see, I just confine her to a shopping cart most of the time, and this time I let her be wild. And it is definitely a lot more work having a 3-year-old in the wild. But well, that's exciting. Melanie did her master's research at IKEA headquarters. Very fun.
That sounds fun.
Well, thank you, Beth. This is Karen's sweater. I'm a little more booby than she is, but it still works. I mean, I could stretch it, but then it wouldn't fit her. But isn't this gorgeous? We'll be talking about this and more. I just love it. I need like about 4 inches bigger for my comfort level. Because I don't mind it being open like this, but I really want it, I want to have like these two done, not this one. But good job, Karen. Oh, Brita, that happens all the time. People send us messages, good morning and stuff. A lot of times I'll like pop back in because if I don't answer a message, we get dinged on our response time. So not to worry about it. Oh no.
2-year-old in the wild is an understatement.
I would go shopping with my son all the time, and even when she was 2, he'd let her be wild. And I just couldn't. I would bribe her, like, to sit in the cart with me. Like, he'd go off, and I'd be like, if you get in the cart, I'll give you a piece of gum or whatever. Because I'm like, no. No one wants to be around a crazy 2-year-old in the store.
I feel like instead of 17 puppies, it's like pack of hyenas.
Well, she wants to touch everything, eat everything. She wants samples. She's all about that. Well, thank you. I did some shopping. I've been going to TJ Maxx lately for clothes because they're super affordable. I think this is a $13 top. My most favorite thing, I'll show you guys. I like, oh shoot.
I'm like, just unbutton it.
I know, it's not gonna work. I like how the the
The
style
little-
right now is this little, more of a flouncy sleeve, but I like that it's sheer.
With the little embroidered polka dots.
And you guys know cobalt blue, one of my absolute favorite colors. So, super excited. Wednesday I met with a rep, Barocco rep, ordered new fall yarns.
Lots of goodies.
Oh my gosh. Something super exciting is going to come. I'm going to say not next week, but the week after. And I'm really excited about that.
Is it the thing Betsy was knitting? Or the fluffy
one we were
one?
talking about this morning. That will be one of our first Knit Miss in July classes. So if you did not know, we do one free class every week in July on a specific project to help you get in the mood and not procrastinate on getting some gift giving done. So we have 2 projects that are already planned out, and we will in the next week or so put the classes in the calendar so that you guys can sign up for it. I'm anticipating doing 1 class online and 1 class in the store. So for people who are local, you can come in, and the people who are not able to pop into the boutique, you'll be able to do it. We have been doing this since the inception of Knitique. We always do Turkey Day classes and Knit Miss or gift giving in July classes. So one of the things we're super excited about, it's ready to ship. So who is not excited about that? Having a Tom in the wild? Yeah, hello.
Well, he basically is a 3-year-old. Sorry,
Oh
Tom.
my gosh. Thank you everyone for sharing. So let's see who is going to be the winner of the grand prize for, this was May 2023 sales. Every time you purchased online, in the store, on the web, over the phone, sent us a text message, however it is, you got entered into the drawing for this amazing prize valued at more than $125. This will be the last day we talk about it. The last prize from La Bien Amie, some of our famous markers. We just keep getting reorders after reorders for this. They are, were made specifically custom for our boutique. We have 2 different sizes. It is a solid ring, so it is not welded together. It's absolutely beautiful. They're smooth, they're affordable, so if you lose some, you're not going to sweat it. We have 1 skein of Bollywood in the assigned pooling, new color dyeing method of Dream and Color, and we have 3 of our latest patterns: Cobalt Comet, Froggy Kisses, and Parisian Assignment. Absolutely gorgeous. Good morning, Charlotte. I'm excited you're going to be in class today. Ooh, wait, a bird sanctuary, Rita? Because there's a great one outside of Elk Grove. The price is worth a little over $125. If you are the lucky winner of this, you can pop into the boutique to pick it up, or you can, the next time you place an order, let us know you have a grand prize and we will put it in your package. So let's see who is going to be the winner. Oh, I hate that it started spinning. So here is our wheel of names. We have lots of goodies. It's for classes. If you purchase 3 times in the last month, you're going to get 3 entries. 5 times, 1 time. It is all cumulative for the month. And you are going to get this amazing price. And look at, I'm sorry, how cute is this? We are working on our own canvas bags, you guys, so I'm excited about those too. So let's see who will be the lucky winner chicken dinner of this amazing prize. Ooh, Kathy Johnson.
Congratulations.
That's exciting. I think Kathy Kathy is not local.
I believe she's North Carolina.
Yeah, Kathy Johnson.
So
my goodness. Aren't you lucky?
So that means that you will be, instead of following the local method of stopping by the boutique to pick up your prize, the next time you place an order at natiqueyarns.com, just put in the notes that you won a prize, and we will pack it all up together with your order in one of our pretty pink packages so that we can get it on its way with one of the delivery peeps.
So excited. Darla, it's going to be a few months, the canvas bags, because I'm having them custom made for us.
Yeah, so it's like we have to finish the design.
Yeah.
We have to vet the bags that they're good quality.
We got to get a sample. But I'm going to say definitely for the fall we will have them. I'm just really excited.
So please don't hold your breath. It's going to be a minute.
But we're glad you're excited. Okay, here's what I did.
How cute.
All right. Our daily prize. Oh my gosh, this is a cute picture of Susan. This is one of our patterns called Plain Jane and Plain Jack. It is a plain Jane and Jack hat, really. Very simple, nothing fancy. Here's what I found with the boys in my life, or men in my life. Well, let's just say men, because they're not boys anymore. But they don't want anything fancy. I want to knit them something with like color work and cables and all that jazz. And you know what they want? A basic black, brown, navy blue hat. So this hat came about because of that. Now, the yarn that we chose to use with it is a mixed fiber yarn. It has cotton, acrylic, silk, linen, nylon, beautiful tweed. You're going to be able to get one hat out of it. It's really nice to use with. Machine wash, cold water, lay flat to dry. But beautiful tweeds to this one. And you can see the different fibers that are included in this, because if you look at all the coloring, it dyes differently. I think it's really pretty. This is almost butterscotch.
Yeah, like a little more goldenrod, because it's got, you can see the really pretty like deep gold flecks in there. It's like goldenrod and butterscotch mixed together.
Mm-hmm. Charlotte says she has 2 black hat requests as we speak.
Knit them in bulky.
Honestly, the worst color to knit with. Even when I was in my 30s.
Or if you have to knit black, just knit with Saxony, because then at least you're knitting with extremely soft yarn that will not torture you.
Saxony is an amazing choice for hats. I love it. I'm in the middle of a sweater, or it's in my UFO pile, because I'm exclusive right now with my hired design.
Your deadline knitting.
My deadline hired design knitting.
That's me
Even
too.
though I'm hoping it's the one that you guys, we've asked for test knitters on it. But done with the back. I'm on the last repeat of a little bit for the front, a little bit of stockinette, a little bit of ribbing, seam, pick up to do a little sleeve detail. I'm not really sure what. I mean, I am sure, but just figuring that out. What does that look like? So very excited. And I'm going to reknit it in something else just to show you guys options on it. I keep looking over there like, what am I going to knit it out of? Who knows?
We don't know.
We don't know, but I'm very excited about it. All right, so how you get entered into the daily prize, if you're new to watching us live on Facebook, or if you are catching this on YouTube. We have lots of YouTube followers now, so welcome, welcome, welcome. We're so happy to have you. There are different ways that you can get entries for our daily prize, and so today's video will be used for tomorrow's prize. We give out 5 kits every week and 1 grand prize a month. Probably, I'm going to say $1,000 worth of prizes every month.
I feel like that's about right.
Yeah, I'm going to say probably about $1,000 worth of prizes. We have generous people who give us prizes. Gilda, Betsy, we've had customers. We have a lot right now, so that's kind of exciting. I think we're at, Alexandra gave us so much. So thank you, everyone. If not, we just pull it off the floor because it's sometimes we are excited and we want to talk about this one thing. So that becomes what we're gifting for the day. So let's talk about how you get entered into it. Easy, quick way is every time you see the comments, every time you react to the video at some point, whatever that looks like, anything that you're excited about, you are going to get 1 entry for every reaction. Every comment gives you 5. So the more you comment, like right now, we're 15 minutes in, we have 76 comments. You're going to get 5 entries for every comment. And I mean, look at this. You just tap in there. You're like, oh, what do I want to be? I always like to share the love. So I always do hearts. And then you can easily share. Now it's your friends. Share to your stories. Hey, everyone. Good morning. Jen from Oregon. Hi, Susan. Hi, Allie. So nice to see new peeps and returning peeps. So there you go. You're going to get 11 entries for each of those. And the more you share, frankly, those are the easiest ways, but there's always people who don't have a local store and are looking for a local store. We had, I just got it. We've been getting lots of emails, which I love. You guys know that's kind of my jam is connection. That's probably selection and connection are the 2 most important things in my store. And I'm going to say connection is first. The selection, I love to shop, so this is a perfect excuse to travel and find the perfect yarn and accessories to bring in. But we've been getting lots of emails from people who don't have a local store and they've discovered us on YouTube. So that's kind of exciting. Shout out to Susan because she's the YouTube queen. All the girls have things, but Susan, I was like, all right, here's your baby. And she's doing a great job on it. I do answer all the messages. So if you guys get a message, it is from yours truly because that's part of really the thing that I like. Again, the connection. So from yesterday's video with Anna and Susan, we have a list of names from all the comments and that type of stuff. Okay, one thing that I want to bring up. We have had some things that people can't hear us, which I'm going to say for me, I'm surprised because I had a 5th grade teacher, shout out Mr. Gloyd, and he and his wife taught, it was like when 2 teachers were in one room, but they had 2 classrooms, and he taught us about projecting your voice. And he was like probably 6'4" with the most scary voice ever, but it turns out I really enjoyed him more than I enjoyed his wife. She was much more of a stickler.
I had teachers like that in school too, that I had the husband and wife for different classes, and the husband was way nicer.
Yeah, he was really gruff, but he talked about projecting. So long story short, turn up the volume on the device that you are listening to, because we had one thing recently that they couldn't hear me, and I'm like, unless I'm moving around,
then they can't.
When I do that, I try to project, but even that doesn't happen. But turn up your device, because we can't control if you have good hearing or bad hearing. You're in control of that. We just ordered a different type of microphone to make it a little bit easier, but I swear we're going to have complaints that it's too loud. So just be aware.
Adjust your volume
as needed. We do our best, but we can't make everybody happy and what it is. Like, I watched a YouTube on my TV. I was like, Anna was soft. So I was like, Anna, you need to project more, right? So then I turned it up to hear Anna, and then it went to mine, and I was like, my hair was blown back by how much louder I was in that video. So just remember, shout out, turn up your volume.
Yeah. It's funny
We do our
because
best.
I do watch some videos on my TV on YouTube, and I mean, these are people that have like the full-on equipment, like actual microphones and speaker systems and everything. And one of them I have to turn my volume down for, and the other one I have to turn it up. So even with top-notch equipment, I still have to adjust my volume.
So that is the housekeeping for the day. Turn up or turn down your volume as needed. Thank you, everyone, for understanding that. We do our best to make everyone happy, but there's things in the technical stuff that we definitely can't. And we also have Susan in the back who cannot hear us, and she lets us know if we're a little, we both have our phones handy, and so we get messages from our team also if we're too soft, and you guys can let us know that too. All right, so here we are, Plain Jane and Jack. Let's go off of yesterday's fun video. What did you talk about yesterday?
Oh, don't ask me that. I already don't remember. That was yesterday.
I know.
Barocco Lumi for lemon spritz.
My gosh. If you are following us on Instagram, I did a story recently with Carolyn, probably 2 days ago, that she finished, what was the sweater?
It's one of the ones out of the Lumi book.
Oh.
I don't remember the name, but I do know from testing it yesterday, if you search Lumi Tea on Ravelry, it happens to come up.
I did tell her she should knit another one.
No, the tea.
It wasn't that one?
It was the tea.
But
That's a tank.
But we'll show them. This is what I wore the other day. The only thing that I wouldn't do, no roly-poly at the bottom, right? Who needs that? No one needs a spare tire right at their hip, because this one's a little bit longer.
And we did do that on Carolyn's. We added ribbing at the bottom and on the neckline.
Yes. Remember, this is your pattern. You get to do whatever you want. And if you're not sure, like if there's something on the pattern you're not in love with, just let us know. We will help you tweak it to be what you're looking for. All right, here we are. Let's see who's going to be the winner of this daily prize. Ooh, Pam Laramie.
Congratulations, Pam. So I am also pretty sure you are not local.
She's not. She's in a,
I want to say like a cold state.
well, it's like, I don't think it's Rhode Island, but it's right over there.
New Hampshire, Maine,
New Hampshire. It's not Maine.
Maryland.
Let me see.
I don't know. It's a cold state. See, I knew it. It was a cold state.
It is a cold state. We have 3. We need to combine her accounts.
But so that means that stopping by the boutique Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. for your prize may be a tiny bit tricky, although Spirit Airlines is ridiculously cheap. And then...
It is Rhode Island. What? Shout out to me, because I don't even do the shipping.
So then the next time you place an order at natiqueyarns.com, just pop in the notes section that you want a prize, and we will send it all out together in one of our pretty pink packages. Sorry, Carolyn distracted me and cracked me up because she said, "Amen, please do not showcase the spare tire."
Seriously, no one needs that. Even the little skinny girls, they don't need that. All right. And you're on. I'm so excited. And Karen, Conrad's in New Hampshire. It was 96 degrees yesterday.
Whoa, okay, not so cold anymore.
We're glad you took California your way.
Oh, don't worry, it's coming this weekend.
It is?
91 tomorrow, 92 on Sunday.
I'm excited. I love the warmer weather. So I'm not a fan of super hot, but I definitely like warm weather. All right. Today's yarn that we are showcasing is my absolute favorite cotton of any cotton I've ever used. It is crazy soft. They have different colorways. I'm showcasing Dappled today. So you can see it changes from one color to the next, but it's not a gradient. You're definitely getting some striping in that. Again, this is Karen's. And she did do some color finagling to get the fronts to match. Because she's a little bit like, did she? I feel like she did. She said,
On the sleeves.
On the sleeves, she did some finagling, right? So what it is if you are not like Melanie, who just embraces the art of it, and that's, I'm gonna do one that I'm just gonna embrace the art.
Embrace the chaos.
Yeah, but it's not chaos, it's art. Like, I want to say chaos, but it's the art of this beautiful, however it lands. You can do that. If you're like me, when you go to start your sleeves, which would be down here, you pull out the skeins and find where they match up, and that's how you do it. It's a little fiddly, but it's still good. The uniqueness. Thank you, Melanie. I know.
I don't think chaos in this case is a bad thing, so.
It's whatever works for you.
I say chaos with love.
You can embrace the uniqueness of it. You can embrace that you don't like things like that, and take the time to get it to semi-match. So Cumulus Dappled is, I'm going to show you guys the one that I'm wearing first. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Cumulus Dappled is by Juniper Moon Farms. It's been around for a couple of years, the Cumulus family. This is an Israeli, I don't know if it's Mako. I say Mako, but I'm sure it's Mako cotton, and it has a touch of nylon for strength. Here's what I like about it. It's really lightweight. So 100 grams gives you 251 yards, which is about 35 more yards than the average, and it's because of the chainette construction. It is, they say hand wash, lay flat to dry. You do you, but I'm just gonna say put it in the washing machine on gentle cycle.
Test it with your swatch.
Test it, because why would you want to hand wash it if you can stick it in the washing machine, right? It will wash it better than soaking, and it spins it out a little bit better. It is, I'm going to tell you, one of the top lines. We cannot keep it in stock. We've designed a lot out of it. There are solids. There are rainbows. What's this? Hold on. Let me look.
There's Cumulus Rainbow, Cumulus Degrade, and Cumulus Dappled.
Yes. Let me just...
Whew, that was a breath.
I'll show you the three, but we're only going to focus on one. So here is Cumulus. I use it for baby blankets all the time. And yes, because I throw it in the washing machine, and I tell them that they can do that on gentle cycle. We have Cumulus Degrade, which is one of the new ones. Gorgeous for a baby blanket. And what I would do is, even like the ends are this dark to light, and then the center is this one.
Oh, that's fun, like
and
a little
light
stripe
to dark.
section.
So then you have this little really amazing section that has all the striping, but beautiful way to combine the lines. And then, of course, you guys know this Cumulus Rainbow, definitely a joyful yarn.
So lots of soft transition color changes in the rainbow.
Yeah. Remember I did the rainbow top for Everly. I crocheted it. I did chop up the yarn though to get all the colors in.
Yeah, because it was such a tiny top that you really had to.
But it was beautiful. So Cumulus Dappled, worsted weight. You could definitely knit it at a heavier gauge. I'm going to say it's a Aran. It definitely can lend itself. Let me see, what's this one?
Aran heavy worsted, that kind of range. Well, it was knitted on 8 and 9 needles.
Let's see. I'm going to let Anna count it so you guys can see. We're using our most favorite gauge tool. I'll let you line it up.
Okay, hold on. I got to do... Sorry, hopefully I don't go off camera, but I've got to not look through the camera because it's too many levels of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So this is definitely in the chunky gauge. Do you want to talk about the tool that you used?
Yeah, so this is the Easy Peasy Gauge Ruler, which is a magnifier with 1-inch lines on one side, 1/2-inch lines on the other side, marking off that 4-inch segment in the middle so that you can stay on track counting your stitches with the lines. Your eyes don't jump around. And the stitches are bigger because they're magnified. So when you're doing something like fingering weight gauge, you're not going cross-eyed trying to see the stitches.
Everyone needs this ruler. It doesn't matter your age. It's that
You need it.
your eye lines up the stitch to stitch and along the same row. You don't want to do it. Like we see sometimes people will measure their gauge like this.
Yeah, all
right?
wonky crazy.
You want to keep it on the edge of the stitch here and then the top all the way across. It gives you the most, it's off right now. It gives you the most.
That's better.
Wow, you do it different than me. I do it like this.
That looks crooked.
Yeah, maybe on your, that's the thing. Do you know what I mean? Because we're looking at different angles. That looks good for you? I wonder if that's crooked. The curve in it.
Well, the fabric's curved up over here, so we can't line up that side.
There we go.
But like that puts me lined up like right against the edge of 3 V's. Mm-hmm. And then straight across the top of them here so that you know that
interesting.
You're measuring it correctly.
I have this lined up at the top of the stitch. So
the line in the middle? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm lining up the top edge of the bar.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, that actually in my, so however way you do it. See, look we both use the tool differently, but we're consistent about it. So big difference.
I've even had Susan text me pictures of her swatch with the gauge ruler on it and say, can you check my gauge for me? And I'm like, okay, tell me what you think it is first.
Yeah. And then
I will tell you what it is.
All right. So anything that you're doing that you have to be aware of gauge, it's something we highly recommend. And frankly, it's very easy to use.
And one should definitely have more than one, because you know how often I can't find one and I have like 5 of them?
I have one in my machine knitting, like where I put all my tools, and then one's on my desk most of the time.
That one disappears a lot. I don't know where it goes.
I don't know. And then I find it and put it back.
I think we have a ground squirrel that comes and takes it because it's shiny.
So how would you describe the dyeing of Cumulus Degrade?
So you mean the color?
No, the dyeing technique.
I have no idea how they dye it. It's self-striping with spots.
What I think, it is definitely a self-striping, but it's not a perfect self-striping where it's like 3 rows, 3 rows, 3 rows, 3 rows. You're going to see sections with bigger parts, smaller parts, and that is all dependent on how big of a piece that you're knitting.
And see, like that. This is what I mean about like with spots. So sometimes there's like little speckles in the colors. But I'm like, I don't know how they dye it. It's just pretty.
Even if you're using the same color with different numbers, it is going to look different. If you're doing a hat, your stripes are going to be much wider. If you're doing a sweater all in the round, that's going to be a little bit different. All right, I'll let you talk about that gorgeous color because we have lots of ideas to show.
So this is 138 Venice Canals. It's a very soft muted palette. You've got like a dusty melon, a sage green, the muted teal, a little like soft spring green, the off-white, some lilac. I like to do this because, see, look, I would have missed a color. There's a really pretty, like, kind of cornflower denim. Like, you kind of have to peek in between the layers to see what color you're missing.
Okay, I think this is gorgeous. This is a free pattern. You need 2. This is Cumulonimbus by Amy Pelletier is how you would say it, or Pelletier. It is beautiful.
Rita, you can kind of go either way. You can knit until each skein runs out, which is what was done on the sweater Danielle's wearing, or you could alternate skeins if you wanted to like mix up the striping more.
I mean, this is gorgeous. I mean, this, oh my gosh, I'm in love with this one. I feel like she used leftovers.
Yeah, because that looks like it has like 5 colors in it.
This yarn purchased. Oh no, she said 2 skeins. Bora and Stone. Purchased during the Yarn Along the Rockies yarn crawl in 2022. It's amazing yarn. This one is Venice Canals, color number 138. Here's another one. This is a Dappled Ponchette using 2. And
that's an interesting shape.
Let me see this. No, this one. Now it's interesting because let's look at, this is the wrap by Jennifer Wiseman. So look at the difference.
So much less exciting.
Yeah, I mean it's beautiful because you're really showcasing the lace. But boy, what a difference using a self-striping yarn. And she still has the lace there.
And it still shows very nicely.
I like the direction changes that you're getting. This one, the yarn is striping this way. And then this one. This looks like a grandma's blanket or washcloth.
Yeah.
And then they did some pickups along the way.
That looks like one of the new colors.
Maybe this one?
Or the one next to it almost. Because I see like the golds, the blues, and the lavenders.
I will let you talk about that one. It is 137 Cape Town.
So this one has softer, more denim blues, some teal, some violet. There's some sunshine yellow, persimmon orange. And then the natural white. A little bit of jade green. Beautiful, beautiful.
You know, it's weird the pictures aren't showing up, which drives me crazy.
That probably means there's some lag in the internet.
Did you guys tell me once you can pull from the inside of the skein and the outside and you can get matching colors? We did not say that. Because that is absolutely... That would give you different, depending on how it was wound.
Would only work if the yarn happened to be dyed in a way that the start and finish were the same, and this is not dyed that way.
Rita, I definitely just knit until the skein runs out. Otherwise, it's going to change your striping. Here is a really fun one. This is 2 skeins called the Bonnie Slide, done in Cumulus. And then let's see what it looks like. Sometimes that other, so that kind of shows the picture a little bit better. That would be beautiful. So you guys can see the way the yarn is. Right at the top here, it's going to have bigger sections of striping. And then as you cast on more stitches, it will get skinnier. I love that name, the Bonnie Slide. Here we go. Ashes in Soot. It looks like it's only used 1. She did say that she played Yarn Chicken, but here's, you know how we were talking about if you think you're going to be playing Yarn Chicken, just do this ribbing until you feel like you have enough to bind off, and that's it.
You only, especially for something like this, only need about 3 to 4 rounds of ribbing to give it the non-flippy edge.
Mm-hmm. I love this crosshatch. It's like we have a pattern that's similar.
Canneberge.
There you go.
So if you don't want a cowboy cowl, but you like that stitch, Canneberge is your friend.
She did this in 4 days. Oops. There we go. Different one. Here's another one. Rainier Scarf. This wrap, 5 skeins. That is a lot. It must be ginormous.
Maybe it's ridiculously long.
I mean, it's beautiful. You guys can see all the cables in that.
Is it ribbed cables?
Because
it looks reversible, like her picture right here.
The edge is reversible, but the centers, no. Let's see. Yeah, I would say, oh, maybe. My gosh, that would take
That would be why it ate so much yarn, because it's
It'd be
scrunched in.
Oh, we have, yes, I'm familiar. I would have never thought that was it. We taught this a long time ago. It is ribbing. Hashtag, that's a lot of knitting.
Mm-hmm.
But beautiful. Jetstream cowl, free for, oh, I love this one. This is the free for all cowl. What a difference, right? So with this type of yarn that has movement, if you have a pattern that has movement, so this is, you're knitting straight across, but because of the increases and such, you get more of a peaked look to it. All right, the next color.
Color 136, Sun Shower. This one has really pretty sunflower yellow, some olive green, some really, really soft, like icy muted teal, a dark teal, some pewter. You can see like this end shows some more like evergreen.
Melanie, that's coming from doing Instagram all the time, that you have to have hashtags, so your mind starts thinking that. I love this color. So soft, girly, with the pinks and the purples, or for people who love pink and purple.
This is 139 Berry Medley. You've got more of a fuchsia, a dark plum, lavender, rose pink, a little bit of like a mauve purple gray. There's a little bit of like a cranberry red in there, some taupe.
I think a perfect sweater pattern would be The Weekender by Andrea Mowry. This, we've had a lot of people knit this. I have one somewhere.
It's in your drawer.
There we go. In my, oh, I'll get it out while you talk about it.
This one is a really fun, easy sweater. It's bottom up, so you're working in the round like working on a big cowl. There's a little slip stitch detail up the middle in the front and back, so you get that separation of the vertical line. Ribbing top and bottom. The only thing that's fiddly on this one, we all say basically just nix it, it's not worth it, is they have you do a fancy cast on and bind off that gives it this like look where the ribbing looks like it's continuous. Let's do a regular long tail cast on and a regular loose bind off. Like that's all that's necessary.
Here's what, we didn't do that. I was like, that's too much work. But here is mine. It's actually out of a cashmere. I love reverse stockinette with a slip stitch, and look at the sleeves are regular stockinette. Do you know what I always forget? That I have most of my sweaters are here. Yeah. I have a couple at home, but we tend to leave them in the store. But this is a very wearable sweater. I don't know if it has hems. Of course, we did hems because that's what we like. But out of this yarn would be beautiful.
Yeah, this pattern does actually have split hem written into it, with it being a high-low, so it's like an inch longer in the back.
And you could do a solid at the top or not. I think the yarn's busy enough that you really don't need to do that. Love this color.
This is like a sunset in a skein. This is 140 Summer Sangria. You've got pretty cranberry red, rust orange, persimmon. There's some raspberry, the soft white. There's a little bit of olive green, which gives just a little pop of contrast.
Rita, you definitely would. It's just really nice sweaters. Let's show you a couple more patterns. We have Sliding is Fun. This is using a Cumulus by itself, a solid, and then either a rainbow, a dappled, degradé, whatever excites you. So a solid with one of the other ones. It's a free pattern, one of each. That's it to make a baby blanket. And look at this. This is like stockinette and garter. So knits and purls. That is it. Easy to do. Size 8 needle, 26 by 29. Oh, I love this. We machine wash and dry this yarn on delicate in a Soak Echo wash bag. I like it. Ooh, it's just the knit stitch. We slide this stitch. It's only knit. I love that. So you must have a yarn there.
Yeah, because you're sliding it to the opposite side where the other tail is.
Love that. Gorgeous. That's a fun one. All right, here is the Cumulus baby pullover. It's a Diane Saucy pattern. She is a designer out of, I think it's Truckee. Knitting Pure and Simple. I mean, that almost looks like it's one skein. 1.07. Well, there we go. We did Weekender. Oh, this is a fun one.
Hey, that's our Gateau pattern.
My goodness. Oh my gosh. Look at it. It's Pat. How did we never see that? I need to put that. That is Charm Queen.
Look at her staging her photo with a
Seriously,
tiny tennis
amazing
racket.
on photography. So this is one skein of Cumulus Dappled. Beautiful. Hopefully she sees my request. I would love to feature that on in our patterns. So if you guys ever look through your messages, we have to ask to see if we can borrow your photo or use it. And then once they accept it, then it goes in bida bing, bida boom. Like once a month I'll go through and ask people. Okay, I love this. Ooh, love this one. Burnt orange, hot pink. All right, a little bit of purple and some other color, but it's still beautiful.
Psychedelic Bloom. It's got really pretty like poppy orange, some vermilion that's more of that red orange pink, bright fuchsia, magenta, kind of an orchid lilac. There's some turquoise in there, some raspberry, a little lime.
For our crocheters, look at this gorgeous facets cowl. Love that. It's offset.
Ridiculously easy stitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the crochet version of seed stitch.
Mm-hmm. Look how pretty that is. And boy, it really looks different in crocheted. You're getting quick color changes. The pattern we were just talking about, this is Canneberge.
So see that little crosshatch pattern?
Similar. Very similar. I like it. You could do this pattern, just bump up a needle size. Easy. And last but not least, in this deliciousness, we have green.
Color 135 Ibiza Siesta. It is olive and avocado greens. There is lavender, a little emerald, some bronzy gold, a little bit of pewter and silver. Let's see. See if we're missing anything.
Melanie, that was Pat Lee. All right, that is the gorgeousness of Cumulus Dappled. And then we have just a very quick side note and restock of a yarn that people were just clamoring over. We do have, if you did not pick up your Noro 22 magazine, we do have that on order. It'll be here next week. We ordered 20 more magazines. And this gorgeous one, I'm just in love with this one. I want to knit this so bad. No cable on the back, but lots of people are going to do the cable. We got in 25, I think 25, a lot. of the color that it's in. This is the #1 color in the brand new yarn Haru Ito. This is color #2. It is a silk cotton polyamide blend, 40-40-20. That you get the brights mixed with fall colors. I think for anyone, this is the perfect colorway for so many options. It is worsted. So if you're looking through patterns, anything that uses a #4 is a perfect yarn for this. You could even do iris out of this shawl.
Oh, yes.
This with a solid. I'll let Anna talk a little bit about the colors. We do, again, we had a lot of people pre-order this one, but beautiful, over 400 yards of worsted weight in one ball.
This has a pretty butterscotch, a cream, kind of a taupey chocolate, a spruce green, a brighter spring green, more of a mossy green, a little orchid, pumpkin orange, vermilion, fuchsia, cerulean blue, magenta, lilac. I'm sure I missed a color somewhere, but there's lots of good colors in that one.
I'm in love with this colorway. We did order a lot because they were getting low on stock, so I believe this will be the first of the new yarns to be sold out and in second production, but stunning. Obviously with the cover, it's beautiful, but any of these designs would be beautiful. With a 40% very soft blended with the cotton polyamide, this is a year-round sweater that you could wear, or even a shawl, a wrap, cowls. This would be perfect if you wanted to gift cowls for your girlfriends. You could do 4 ribbon candies, 4 gâteaux light.
Yeah, gâteau light or ribbon candy light.
You would be able to do 4 of those if you did the medium size. The front of the sweater is this right here. It's got the same lace pattern, which this is not hard at all. It's only knits and yarn overs, SSKs. It might be a double yarn over.
It's definitely a double yarn over because I can see the knit 2 together and then the yarn over and then an SSK. So that would have to be a double yarn over to not decrease.
But would be easy to do. Even if you're a machine knitter, that is something you can do on the machine. It's a little fidgety, but it's not bad. But I love it. Or you take the pattern and you tweak it. There's lots you could do. Put a knit in the middle of it. I don't know. But this is on a pre-order, so you would purchase it. When they come in, we will send it out to you. And the Haru Ito we have in stock currently. All right, we're going to do a quick what are we wearing, because I'm teaching in 5 minutes. You guys know I am wearing Ramona. Ramona, I think, took 3 skeins of it. Possibly 4 because she...
3 or 4, because I'm not sure what size she knitted, and the smallest is 3.
We'll say 3 or 4 skeins, depending on your size. Beautiful. I could make mine a little bit shorter. Like I probably would do it right here. I like my sweaters a little bit shorter, but really fun details. The yarn is the star, right? There's no fighting over funky stitch patterns and color work. It is definitely this. All right, Anna is wearing a really fun design out of Cumulus. You did how many skeins?
I believe this was 2. This
Arma?
is Sleevey Wonder. It has a little slip stitch detail there, actually.
Beautiful.
It's all garter stitch. There's some short rows to make this part. And then you stitch down the layers, and I just put a cute little flower pin over it. So it looks like the pin is holding it in place, but it's all sewn down. And
turn around, show them the back. You can really see the short rows that are happening on this one. Was that 2 skeins?
I believe so.
Beautiful.
I don't remember for sure.
Oh gosh, that's gorgeous too.
This is a really old one. This is Frisia, and it's just a triangle-ish. It's not really a boomerang.
It's an asymmetric triangle.
There you go. Just some sequential yarn overs, and yes, this was a self-striping, but you could use mini skeins or, oh my god, 7 series.
7 series? You could use Cumulus. Just
Cumulus,
bump up the needle size.
yeah,
Cumulus
anything.
Rainbow. Gorgeousness. All right, my lovelies. We are off teaching. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at hello@Knittique Yarns. You can give our boutique a call, 916-714-7719. One of the amazing Knittique peeps or girls will answer the phone. And we're excited to have you join us. We can't wait to see you tomorrow. I will be live again at 10 a.m. Pacific time featuring another amazing yarn. We'll see everyone soon and have a wonderful Friday. Bye-bye.